What's up, guys? With success, and yes, welcome to another day talking about the stock market, cryptos, bonds, just for people to understand in general how to make money and in general money and how people get richer through this and what other companies are buying and why they're buying it. If you like the video, please click like, subscribe. Yes, no, maybe so. July 2026. So a couple of things have happened, right? On Thursday, which was yesterday on the 23rd, the stock market was selling off, right? The Nasdaq was down 2%, making it one of the worst days in a month. It went down to 25,135. S&P 500 was also down by 1,000, what, by like 1%, to a level of 7,408. Dow Jones was down by 0.79, 51,711, right? So they time high. Overall, in terms of the highs and lows, yesterday was one of the worst day of the stock market. Yesterday, what led the stock to go down was a 7% decline in Alphabet. Alphabet is basically Alphabet is basically Google because of a lot of people are trading that stock in general, and it trickles down to other companies because of like partnerships, right? So this tech company, you'll get maybe like Alphabet is partnered with Nvidia, is partnered with Palantir, like it's partnered with a couple of companies, right? That merged before. Now it's good. Now the trickling down to other companies, right? That's what's happening right there. And then also, we saw a 14% decline in Tesla. That was a lot of money, bro. A lot of money, like due to earnings report as usual, because Tesla is not like one of the best companies. BYD is basically BYD is a Chinese company. Tesla overall, in terms of like how Tesla looks, how the car looks, BYD, if you were to actually look it up, BYD looks better. It has better technology, and more people are buying BYD in comparison to a Tesla. And the majority of customers are in China. Basically, that's BYD is killing them. But as you can see, there it's down 40%. I'm sure it's gonna go higher when the stock market opens down in the next couple of hours. Yeah, man. So that was one of the most surprising and shocking things to see that Elon Musk was not making a lot of money there, or was not making it as much as before. He has other ventures like SpaceX, Boring Company, and Twitter. So yeah, man. Overall, both companies, Alphabet and Tesla, they did beat the revenue, right? The revenue meaning that they expecting how much money they've made, but in general, what matters the most is the sales. If your sales team is not performing, the company is not performing in general. But yeah, man, as you can see here, Tesla made 28 billion versus the forecast of 25 billion. So which was good, but the negative cash flow was very horrible for Tesla. And then looking at Alphabet, yeah. So yeah, man, Alphabet as well lifted its forecast. Let me just show you Alphabet here. Yeah, man, there's Alphabet Class A, Class B, and then Class C. So yeah, man, overall, I think it just trickles down to all of them. And it lifted its forecast for 2026 on its capital expenditure between 194 billion to 205 billion. So expenditure is just basically how much money is spent. So 200. That's what happened. What am I saying? And so investors are also nervous about their return on ROA. So yeah, man, they're not happy with that. So their sales and return on AI. So people, in terms of investors on what call this return on investment, like your AI. Alphabet was supposed to actually dominate in AI because of they had the most money. They were one of the companies to reach like $1 billion then, and they were supposed to spend more money on AI. Seems like they were sleeping on it, and they were not finding or hiring the right people for it. But yeah, man, it seems like in the competition, they are losing in terms of AI. So meaning that very soon you'll see going higher in comparison to Alphabet. And then yeah, man, that's about it in terms of Alphabet slash Google. And another company that's very interesting was Intel. Intel, in comparison, competitor is AMD. They sell like computers as well, computers, laptops. Computers not as much though, but laptops. They in comparison laptops, gaming, and chips, right? So Intel is one of the biggest comebacks, right? It made the biggest comeback this year to date. But yesterday it was just down. But year to date, in the last 6 months, you are up by 100% if you like 100%. They got a government contract finally after that whole drama last year. And yeah, man, more people are liking Intel in terms of like Wall Street in general. So yeah, man, this one jumped today 13% on earnings report, right? Because of they increased their revenue guidance. So instead of them making $40 billion by the end of this year, much more, well above the estimates what people predicted. And then the revenue came in at $16 billion versus the $14.4 billion people expected. So yeah, man, this is the fastest revenue growth almost 15 years. So yeah, man, overall year to date, if we were to make like $100, biggest comeback, made a biggest comeback to this company here, AMD, the competitor. They're also selling what's called laptops, gaming equipment. Yeah, but they mostly focus on this. It in terms of that. Indeed, today the CEO Lisa Su said that its advancing AI event today will accelerate AI market, um, accelerate the AI market, making it a valuation of $2 trillion in compute market, and also unveiled the Hello Rack system built around its M140, now in full production with Q3 end shipments. So by September, they'll be shipping these Hello Racks. So yeah, man. AMD also announced that a partnership with Cerebus on a AI interfront, claiming up to 5,000 more tokens per second versus the Cerebus alone. So these tokens in basically AI speed, right? So for example, if like one of these IT people or like people who want to start an AI company, they need more tokens to process their workflow, right? So yeah, man, workflows faster with their AMD and Cerebus partnership. So yeah, man, this was until like you know, literally from now on. This company, one of the biggest companies in AI, which is Nvidia, it's down actually by 1%. They made an announcement in committing a 1.5 billion to Amco via a prepaid tied to a multi-year advanced packaging deal, funding Amco's capacity expansion for their next gen chip packaging. So yeah, man, it's basically gonna get endorsed by God if we are saying that. And as you can see here, higher today by 10%. And that's about it in terms of there. And then so yeah, man, since this war thing is still going, gold, people are buying into gold metals, gold, silver, copper, platinum, right? Now they're seen as safe haven. Right? Safe haven is when there's some sort of recession, people would buy something they can see, touch, and smell. Normally, which is gold, which has been there for years, silver, something you can touch, and palladium, something you can smell. So yeah, man, there we also seeing that oil is dominating the story. US and Iran war is still going. The 13th day on this. Brent crude is back at $100 for the first time in nearly 2 months after forces claimed a strike on two Saudi oil tankers in the Red Sea, enforcing a new naval blockage, right? So now there's like military there in the Red Sea at this current moment. It's specific, literally, um, how many ships, tanker ships are passing through the Red Sea, and how many Navy SEAL people are there now. It's literally that dope. That app is actually dope. Um, I'll actually subscribe or if I can look at it in real time. But yeah, man, I'll look at it in another day. Just show you guys in another day. That shit is dope. You can see everything in real time and who's gonna bomb who. Yeah, man. And then Brent oil settled up by 7% higher at $100.69. WTI rose by 6%, currently sitting at $92. So yeah, man, roughly Brent is currently up by 13.5%. WTI is up by 10%. So yeah, man, overall what's happening there politically is that Trump won a majority of military a major military partnership, no, not partnership, but punishment against Iran, and then even further attacks, and told Exxon he's considering a massive attack on Iran. Separately, Catstan's pipeline consortium terminal, which carries around 80% of the country's crude oil export, and has been forced to halt loading after a drone attack. So yeah, man, that, Kazakhstan, that country, the pipelines, that is about like literally of the countries. So due to that, I am, and that's basically the news in terms of political news. As soon as I talk about something today, something's gonna happen now as we speak. So yeah, man, that's the dollar is currently higher, just a little higher. It's currently playing at $101. Let me just show you here. Due to uncertainty, uncertainty in overall market, people are unsure what to buy, what to sell. Thing going on is the VIX is now up by 0.59, up from like $16. Now it's currently going to 19. So yeah, man, some a lot of activity that happening. Yeah, that's about it in terms of currency. And then crypto bros, the crypto bros should be down actually. Yeah, man, as you can see, Bitcoin is another one. Crypto has been quiet, right, in general, and Bitcoin has been playing around 65,030 cents, roughly $629 lower than the prior morning, which still makes it at a market cap of 1.3 trillion, still well off its higher highs earlier this year. So yeah, man, cryptos, there's nothing going on much. The only thing that is up today is Tron, which is the easiest crypto exchanges out there. So if you someone else to start today in terms of in comparison to every other cryptos exchange, this one is easier to use and to utilize on a daily basis. So yeah, man, I'm sure even like drug dealers use that on a daily basis. Hey man, who knows? Yeah, man, it has a lot of scandals in terms of South Asia. There was a lot of billions moved using Tron. Yeah, man, but no one cares. Uh, though exchanges started off like that a long time ago. We don't do that anymore. But they used to do it in general. But yeah, man, it's one of those things that are happening. Yeah, man, that's one of those things. And going on, which is the biggest market in the world, the 10 years playing at between the 4 470 and 471, which makes it one of the highest since January. So as you can see here, the bonds are still at the new highs. Yeah, man, it's surging due to the oil and inflation fears, and marketing are pricing in a 30%, 33% chance of a rate hike next week, which is above the 78 chance of a September rate hike, right? Which means that the Federal Reserve is still gonna make the cost of living even living hell. So yeah, man, you really have to go outside. Basically, short and simple for me to understand. Yeah, man, that's what's going on there in terms of those things. And then the U.S. mortgage rate also rose for a third straight week to 6%, which is on a 30-year fixed rate. And yeah, man, a couple of companies they are still Gucci. And then overall in terms of the stock market is that the macro factors is that the Middle East conflict between Iran, Red Sea, the Strait of Hormuz is still pushing oil prices and bonds. The bond yields, right? The one you can see that the first numbers on your left, these first ones yields, the one that is 5 year on the 30 year, 10 year, 10 year, yields pushing even higher. At this current moment, in terms of also the AI capex anxiety is rattled the mega tech companies. So yeah, man, people are uncertain about AI anymore. They're not just unsettled; they just don't care about it now. They've been investing it for the last years just to keep it sweet, short, and simple. So a combination of those things are pushing stock prices down, and gold is moving as a safe haven, leaving cryptos relatively unchanged, unmoved, and nothing's going on. No one's buying, no one's selling. That's about 24th of July 2026. If you like the video, please click like, subscribe. Yes, no. So let's go. Let's go.